Okay, if you're a mortgage broker or a real estate broker in the Chicagoland area, I want to show you exactly how you can use Instagram to generate leads for your business. So before we even get started into the meat and bones of things, I need you to understand two different paths of content marketing. The first path is crafted branding and the second path is casual branding. 90% of the people and business owners that make content on social media are on the casual branding path. And the path here looks like this. You're just posting, and you're hoping something sticks. Now, there's a lot of flaws with this path because here's the thing. You're really heavily relying on the algorithm to push out your video to the right audience. You have no control over your content. So that's why this path usually generates no leads, no business for your business. The path I generally recommend, and I try my best to help my clients to get on, is the crafted branding path. You want to make content with intention behind it. So I always ask this question to everybody. What is the purpose of you making content? So for a lot of people, they just want to build brand awareness. So their purpose is to attract as many views and engagement as possible. Now, for a lot of other real estate brokers and mortgage brokers, their purpose with content is to generate leads. So once we understand the purpose, we can work backwards and make content according to that purpose. So for example, if your purpose is to get leads with your content, we want to make content that's educational, value-driven, and trust-based. It makes the content marketing process so much easier. And if you make content with intention behind it, you will start getting leads like this. This is a recent client that I just picked up, and we started making content, just organic content, and he started getting leads within like 2 days of just posting organic content. Okay, now you have that in your head that you want to make intentional content. What does the process actually look like? Now, if you decide to work with me, there's 3 content pillars that I help with. First of all, content. Second, ads. And third, my favorite, content plus ads, because it's the most effective. So I'll talk about each one step by step. Start with content. Now, I have a system that I follow with every content piece that I make, and I call it the cash system. I've tested this with over like 500 videos I made for clients, and it breaks down to this. You want to make credibility content. That's content where it shows your audience you know what you're talking about. You want to be presented as the leading authority in your industry. That's the main purpose of credibility content. Second content you want to make is attraction content. Now, for example, if you're a mortgage broker and you're trying to attract realtors, you will start your videos off with, if you are a realtor in the Chicagoland area, blah, blah, blah. So just by calling out your target audience, it signals to the algorithm who to send the video to. Third type of content pillar you want to make is social proof content. These are your testimonial videos. So if you just helped a realtor close a crazy deal, then you want to get that realtor on a video if they're comfortable with it, of course, and make a testimonial video about the process. This shows credibility and also attracts the right type of audience. I've also helped people run those testimonial videos as ads and they convert so well. Now, the last content pillar in the cash system is human content. Now, a lot of people forget when they're building a personal brand to keep it personal. So all your videos will start feeling scripted or, you feel like a robot. We want to avoid being a robot. We want to be personal. The best way to think about it is the way you talk to your family and your friends should be the same way you talk on camera. If you follow this cash system, one thing I love about it is that it helps you build a long-term trust-based brand. In order to build a long-term trust-based brand, you need to focus on 2 things. One, you need to be consistent with your content. You need to have a consistent content schedule. The second thing that helps build a long-term trust-based brand is the back-end work. There's 2 sides of content, right? There's the front-end side where you're making the content and you're posting the content, but a lot of people don't do the back-end work of content marketing, which is DMing everybody who engages with your content. So if you're a mortgage broker and you're making content for realtors, DM every single realtor that likes your video. Every single realtor that follows you, DM them, be like, hey, thanks for the follow. How long have you been in business? Doing back-end work can actually get you a lot of results, and that's kind of like the backbone of results, to be honest. Like if you take a look at these results, they're all from doing back-end work, like in the DMs. Cool, now you know the content side of things. Let's talk about the ads. Now, to be honest, in this business, content is not for everybody. Maybe you're a little bit old school, and that's totally fine. So for people that like that, ads is the best way to build a personal brand. And the reason is because it gets you immediate results. Literally, you pay for it, you get results back, you get leads right back. It works really well in the mortgage and real estate industry because of 2 things. First, they're local ads. If you're running ads as a mortgage broker or a real estate broker, we want to make sure it's B2C, so business to consumer. As a mortgage broker, yes, you could run ads to realtors, but it works a lot better, and I've tested this, B2C. Some ad examples I can give you is like you can run pre-approval ads as a mortgage broker, or as a real estate broker, you can run like custom list ads off the top of my head. Now let's break the ads down a little bit more. So there's 3 types of ads you can run. There's a profile visit ad you can run, there's DM ads you can run, and there's instant form ads that you can run. If your main goal is just to run ads to get leads, we want to stick with instant forms. The profile visit and DM ads, a little bit more for the content plus ad side, and I'll talk a little bit about it in a few minutes. But if you want to strictly run ads, instant forms are the best option for you. And the way they work is that run an ad, let's say you're running like a pre-approval or a custom list ad, and then anybody who's interested in that custom list or looking to buy a house and get pre-approved and see if how much they can afford, they will fill out their information in a form on the ad, and then you'll get like an Excel sheet with all their information, and you just call them. Now, from a personal experience standpoint, the best ad you can run is a DM ad. Before you can run a DM ad, you need to make sure you have things dialed in, and this is why I love content plus ads. It's the most effective way to build your personal brand. So let's talk a little bit about this. So if you want to go the content plus ads route, you need to understand a few things. First of all, your content is meant to nurture every single lead that comes in from your ads. And because you have high quality content on your page already, whether it's educational content, testimonial content, if you run an ad like a profile visit ad or a DM ad, the first thing people are going to do is look at your profile. And if your profile converts, if it looks good, if it looks high quality, you have good information on there, they are more likely to reach out to you from your ad. Now, keep in mind, this is for someone who's actually like very serious about building their personal brand. If you're just starting off, you have no experience with social media or whatnot, then you want to stick with highly the content route. But if you really want to be serious and you really want to grow your business through content marketing, then you need to follow the content plus ads framework. So whether you're a mortgage broker or a real estate broker and you want to build your personal brand, DM me the word content on Instagram and we can hop on a Zoom call and I can break this down in depth. I will literally come up with a game plan for you. That way you can literally get off the call and execute it right away.